Okay, so welcome to stretch class. We're going to stretch from head to toe today, and we'll begin laying down. So keep your strap close by, and don't go ahead and bend your knees into your chest. Take a big breath in, and exhale. And now as you inhale, lower your feet to the floor, stretch your arms overhead. Big breath in, fill your lungs, and then as you exhale, draw your knees to your chest and just hug them in. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, lower the feet to the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, draw your knees in to your chest. Just a few more times. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. As you exhale, draw your knees in. Just one more time. Inhale, arms overhead, feet to the floor. And then exhale, draw your knees in. Now take your feet back to the floor. Take your hands onto the floor. And take your feet about hip distance apart. Breathe in, and as you exhale, press through your feet, lift your hips up just a few inches, kind of like a modified bridge pose, for those of you who are familiar with that. As you inhale, lower the hips down. As you exhale, press into the feet, lift your hips up, press the hips towards the sky, engage your thighs. Inhale, lower back down, nice and slow. Feel the sacrum land on the floor. And then as you exhale, press into the feet, lift your hips up, just warming up your legs. Inhale, nice and easy, lower back down. Last time, exhale and lift your hips up. Pause here, take a big breath in and out. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, nice and easy, lower the hips down. Take your feet as wide as your mat, and then begin to move the knees side to side. So kind of like windshield wiper legs. Just beginning to open the hips a little bit, open the fronts of your thighs. You can move in big motions or a little bit smaller motions. Notice what your body says yes to. And also pay attention to where your body says that's the limit. So we want to honor both. Paying attention to sensation. What feels like it is enough. Great, continue to move just side to side with the legs. And then the next time that your legs go towards the right, stay there. And then you may want to just move the right foot in a little bit so you can relax the knee down. And if it won't relax down, this is a good place to place a blanket underneath that right leg, or even place a block or some books. Now, try taking your arms just out to a T. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, just bring the hands together right overhead. Inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands together. Inhale to open. Exhale, back together. Just one more time. Inhale and open. Stay there. And then bring the legs back through to center. And we're just going to switch sides to pause there. That may feel good to move the left foot in just a bit so you can relax the left knee down. Relaxing the right leg downward just to open the front of that right thigh. Inhale. With your exhale, bring the hands together nice and slow motion. Inhale to open. Exhale, draw them together. See if you can fill your lungs with breath. Smooth the breath out. And let that be your focus right now. Now, one more time, take the arms open, stay there. As you exhale, bring your knees back to center, walk the feet back to center just a little bit. And then take your right leg up to the sky. Breathe in. As you exhale, cross the right ankle over your left thigh and let your right knee fall open. Let's do that again. Inhale and make a footprint on the ceiling. As you exhale, rotate at the hip and open your hip to land the ankle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw the ankle to your leg. One more time. Inhale up. And this time as you exhale, keep your ankle crossed. Reach between the legs and on the outside of your left leg to draw your left quad, your left thigh towards you. Either hang on to the hamstring or to the shin bone, whichever feels better to you. And then try just shifting the legs a little bit side to side. Like it's a little rocking sensation. And notice where you might begin to feel a little more opening, deep into the right hip. Notice the places where you feel a little release. Relax your shoulders and continue to bring your breath in deeply. Exhale completely. Keep your breath in the forefront of your focus. And then find a still point. Let your legs move into like a static stretch where it feels like the best stretch for you. So for me, I find that when I shift my legs just a little to the left, I feel a little deepening into the right hip. Now, if that's too much for you, take it back to center, or you may even take it a little to the right to lessen that stretch. Relax your shoulders, soften your abdomen. And re-enter your breath. Relax your jaw. Great. Now, release your right foot to the floor. Keep your hands like hanging on to the, the left foot to the floor. Keep your right leg, the hands on the leg. And then just begin to rotate that ankle in one direction, hitting all the points on that circle, and then change directions. Great. Relax your foot and reach for your strap. This time, take the strap around the ball of your right foot and press that foot up towards the ceiling. Now, inhale and pull the leg away from you. And then as you exhale, try drawing the leg a little closer towards you. Inhale, release the foot or leg away from you. As you exhale, gently draw your leg towards your chest, towards your head, towards the wall behind you. Every inhale, just a little release. Every exhale, a little deepening of that stretch, opening the back of your right leg. Now, inhale and stay with the leg kind of pressed back a bit. Tighten your right thigh as you exhale. And then perhaps bend the knee a little bit. Breathe in. As you exhale, strengthen your right quadricep. Just press the leg away from you. So just engaging this right thigh muscle. Inhale to bend the knee just a bit. As you exhale, straighten that quadricep. Engage the quadricep. One more time. Bend your knee. Breathe in. As you exhale, press the thigh away from you. Now keep the leg straight, but you can relax this right quad just a little bit. Let it go soft a bit. and then begin to draw your leg a little more towards the wall behind you. Now, since we've sort of strengthened and warmed up the quadricep, you might find that that right hamstring opens a bit more. We're working antagonistically with these muscles. Take another breath in. And this time with your exhale, draw your leg across your midline. Use the strap, take the strap into your left hand only and pull the right side of your foot down just a bit more to even out the foot. This will deepen the stretch into your right IT band, right along the outside of your right leg. Direct your breath into sensation and see if you can let your left shoulder blade relax a little more to the floor. Now take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, bend your right knee, release the strap this time, and cross your right thigh completely over your left. Now use the left leg to push into the floor, lift your hips up and over to the right, and then lower the knees to your left. Now most of us, the knees are not going to touch the floor. That's okay. Take your arms out to a T, and then begin to breathe deeply into your torso, into your low back. Letting every exhale be a gentle release in those places as well. Seeing if there's anywhere you might be able to soften or let go. Try to let the back of your right shoulder and shoulder blade melt a little deeper into the floor. This is your anchor point. Letting your breath expand the spaces between your ribs. It creates more space for our breath. And ultimately more space in our spine, in our torso, and our hips. On your next breath in, slowly straighten your left leg. Now, the left knee and toes are pointing towards the left. Use your left hand to support right underneath your right thigh. So right about an inch or so above your knee on the inside of your leg. Now, you may want to keep the knee a little bent. If you do, stay there. Some of you may want to experiment, if it's okay on your hip, experiment with straightening the leg a little more. Now, some of you may need to keep that knee, still bent. And then still others of you may be able to straighten the leg completely, keeping the right foot flexed, the right shoulder and arm on the floor in the other direction. So we're creating a bigger twist here in the spine. We're also creating a pretty big stretch through the right IT band and deep into the right hip. Now, this is intense for most people. So bring your breath into sensation and let your breath help to communicate. It's okay to be right here. Letting every exhale melt a little extra tension away. Soften the muscles around your eyes and your jaw. One more breath in, please. And then with your exhale, bend your right knee first. Nice and easy. Bend your left knee and then shift your hips back to center. Take a moment with both feet on the floor to just notice the difference between your right and left legs. Now on your next breath in, extend your left leg up to the sky. As you exhale, cross the left ankle over your right thigh. Do that a few more times. Inhale, stretch and straighten. To exhale, rotate and cross. Just warming up the left hip, a little bit in the hamstring. Good, just one more time, just like this. Inhale, extend up. To exhale, cross your ankles. Stay there. Let your knee relax open as much as it will. And then hug your right leg in. Now begin to shift your legs a little bit side to side. It may just be an inch or so. Some of you may be a few more inches. It doesn't have to be a big movement. You can just rock your legs a little side to side to release the sensation in the left hip, and then in the other direction to deepen that stretch. Feel the back of your head heavy. And try to relax your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. On your next inhale, stay where you feel the best stretch for you. For some of you, it may be deepening the sensation. For some of you, it may be easing off of the sensation. So see where it feels best to you. Stay there and breathe. Check in with the muscles around your neck and shoulders and see if you can release something else. So always finding the ease amidst the effort. This is the way that our body best responds to building flexibility and mobility. It's engaging our parasympathetic nervous system, which says it's okay to relax. It's time to relax. So inhale, come back to center and lower your right leg down. Keep the hands on the left ankle, and then just begin to rotate that ankle in one direction. So just getting all the points on that circle, awakening the muscles around, surround the ankle and lower leg, as well as your foot and toes. And then just change directions. Relax your foot. And now reach for your strap and take it around the ball of your left foot. Extend your leg up. Now inhale, release the leg away from your body. And then as you exhale, draw the leg a little closer towards your head, your chest, the wall behind you. Inhale, release. Exhale, draw it in a little closer. Every inhale is a bit of a release and a letting go. Every exhale, you just deepen into that stretch. You don't have to force anything. Just pay attention again to where your body says yes to and where your body says enough. So we pay attention to that and don't move beyond the enough. Now, as you release the leg away from you, we're going to stay there. Bend your knee just a little bit. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, straighten the leg and deliberately engage the quadricep. You don't have to do it powerfully and lock out the knee, but just enough to feel a little heat in the front of the thigh. Breathe in, bend your knee. Exhale, extend your leg and engage the front of your thigh. Breathe in, bend your knee. Exhale, engage the thigh. Just one more time like this. And then keep the legs straight, but let the knee go a little soft so it's not completely locked out. And then draw your foot and leg a little bit closer towards the wall behind you, towards your chest, and just see if there's any more stretch than there was before. Again, no need to force. Just honor where your body is in all of its abilities and limitations. Direct your breath into the places where you feel this the most. Another full breath in, please. And then as you exhale, bend your knee and release the strap. Cross your leg completely over your right thigh. Shift your hips to the left and lower your knees to the right. Take your arms out to a T. And then just pause here to breathe. Try to relax and anchor your left shoulder and shoulder blade down especially. Bring your breath in smoothly and easily and with intention. And release your breath the same way with equal integrity. So with the top leg crossed, most likely you're going to feel that stretch into the left hip as well as the muscles around your torso, your spine, your back. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, begin to straighten your right leg along the floor. Notice that your right knee and your toes turn to the direction of your right. Take your right hand and place it underneath the right inner thigh, just right above the knee. And then you can either keep that knee bent or play with straightening it a little bit or a lot. If it's possible, you can straighten it all the way. That will definitely increase sensation deep into the left hip and out of the IT band. If that's too much, back off a little bit and bend the knee. You're still getting great benefit for the hip and the spine in this twist. Try to keep both feet flexed and active, so there's a lot of effort happening in the legs. And we can support that with the ease of the breath. Like follow every inhale, every exhale as it moves through your body. Take another inhale. And then with your exhale, bend your left knee a lot. Bend your right knee and then take both feet to the floor to help shift your legs, your hips back to center. Do any other kind of shifting to find yourself in a neutral central place. And then hug your knees in. Hopefully they feel a little more even now. Feel free to rock a little side to side, massage your low back, your sacrum. Great, now take your feet, again, as wide as your mat and just drop your knees together. Take your right arm across your body and give a little pull with your left hand. So still, we're stretching now the upper body a little bit. Relax your right shoulder away from your ear. Just getting a good stretch through the front of your right shoulder, your deltoid. Take a few breaths here. Now, let's drop the knees just like we did before, over to the left. So the feet are wide as your mat. Drop the knees to the left and take your right arm overhead. Give a pull with the left wrist up and over. You may even want to pick your upper body up just a little bit and move it to the left a bit so that we open through the left side body, the left shoulder. And you may even feel this into the right front hip, the hip flexor just a little bit. Now keep your arms where they are. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, bring your legs back to center and straighten your legs out. Walk them over to the left side, a left lower corner of your mat. So we're making it like a little banana shape with the body. It sometimes can be helpful to cross one ankle over the other. See if that feels good. If it doesn't, you can just keep the feet side by side. But keep reaching both upper and lower body, your hands, your arms, your feet, your legs, over to the left, all in the same direction, getting a really good stretch through the entire right side of your body. Stay here, another inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your arms back to center. Take your feet back to that wide, bent-legged position and drop your knees together. Take your left arm across your body with your right hand. Give a little pressure there. Relax both shoulders down. You can relax your left hand as well. And bring your focus back to your breathing. Every inhale, every exhale. Just smooth your breath out, bringing more nourishment and oxygen, blood flow to every part of your body. And on your next exhale, drop your knees with the feet wide. Drop your knees over to the right, just like that windshield wiper motion. Take your arms overhead and grab your left wrist with your right hand. And then just shift your upper body just a little bit to the right so that you get a good stretch down the right side of your body, all along the right shoulder, outside of the right shoulder blade. Once you find this stretch, try to find some ease in places where you might be holding unnecessary tension. Along the sides of your shoulders, your neck, your upper back, maybe even your breath. See if you can find some gentle, smooth breathing. And then keep your upper body where it is. Begin to extend both legs out long and walk your legs over to the right lower corner of your mat. And you're welcome to cross one leg over if you'd like. Either leg will do. See which one feels best. We're making a little banana shape over to the right. Both arms and legs are moving to the right. So you get a nice stretch all down the left side of your body. Feel how supported your entire back body is by the floor and by your breath. Let yourself lean into and soften into that support just a bit. And then take your time as you bend your knees, take your feet back to the center of your mat, walk your upper body back to the center of your mat or shift it back and take your hands down by your sides. Hug your knees in. And would like to invite you to roll either to your side and push your way up, or feel free to rock and roll yourself up if that feels better. So let's just find a comfortable seat. This is a good place to use a blanket or a towel. Sit right on the edge of the blanket and take your right leg out, bend your left knee. Now, reach for your strap again and take your hands right in the center of your strap. As you inhale, stretch your arms overhead and begin to separate the hands. As you exhale, lower the arms down behind you. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, come forward. So every inhale reaches up. Every exhale lowers down, either behind you or in front of you. Follow the rhythm of your breath, moving deliberately and with intention. So the next time that your arms go up and slightly back, stay there and try drawing the arms a little bit more to the right. So draw your right arm back, left arm forward just a bit. So it's like a little tiny upper body twist to find a little more stretch through your right shoulder and chest area. Bring your breath into those places where you feel it the most. And then slowly start to shift sides. So draw your arms back in the other direction. Opening the left shoulder and chest. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, come back to center. And this time with your exhale, slowly release your hands down, release your strap. Inhale to lengthen your spine up, and then with your exhale, just walk yourself forward slightly. Don't have to take it far. Send your sits bones back. So we do that by tilting the pelvis just slightly forward. The blanket or towel helps with that. Gives us a little pelvic tilt to find a little more access to our hamstrings and inner thighs. We're aiming to open the inner right leg here. Inhale and lengthen up just a bit more. And then as you exhale, try folding just a hair more. It might just be like a tiny little hair, which is not big. For some of you, you may find a little more space to fold. Keep the spine long. Feel free to lower to your forearms, or if it's possible to lower even further, keeping the back nice and long, you can do that. Keep your right foot flexed. Now inhale, walk yourself back up, and let's do a simple little twist over the bent leg. Take a few breaths here. Keep drawing your left shoulder back. Feel the spine long. And then on your next inhale, come back to center. And let's do a simple twist over the straight leg. Keep drawing your right shoulder back. At the same time, draw both shoulders away from your ears, keeping your spine really long. Great. Now come back to center one more time. Lengthen up. Inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward. Send your hips back, opening the inner line of the leg. And just notice if this is any different than the first time that we went into this stretch. Now inhale, walk yourself up. I'd like to invite you to come onto your left knee and point that foot back. So if you need to grab your towel to place it underneath your knee, or you can always double up your mat as well to give that knee a little extra padding. You can turn your right toes either towards me, or towards the front of your mat here, or turn, rest on the heel and point the toes and the knees straight up if that feels better on your hip. So stretch your left arm up, breathe in, and then as you exhale, hinge over, get a nice side stretch through the left side body. Use your hand on your shin bone or on your thigh to help guide your right shoulder under a bit more and your left shoulder back a bit more. Get a nice long stretch through your side body. At the same time, lengthen through your spine and lift your sternum up towards the sky. One more inhale. This time as you exhale, come down You're going to take your left hand either to the floor, or if you have that stack of books or block, you can take the hand onto that. And then stretch your right arm overhead. So we're getting a really long stretch through your right side body. Relax your left shoulder down. And same principle here. Try drawing the left shoulder under just a hair, your right shoulder back a bit so that you reach your sternum up towards the sky. It's like a little upper body twist. One more inhale and exhale. On your next breath in, come right back up and tuck your foot underneath you and come back to a sitting position. Great. So now we're just going to switch sides. So extend your left leg out, bend your right knee. Find that comfortable seat again on the edge of your blanket. Point your toes, flex your toes and your knees straight up. Breathe in. As you exhale, hinge forward, lengthen out of your low back. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, walk yourself up just a bit. And then as you exhale, hinge forward just a bit more. Send your sits bones back. Keep pulling out of your low back. Relax your shoulders down. And with your next breath in, come back up. Great. And let's take your right arm up. Bend your elbow. With your left hand, give a little pull up and back. So just opening the back of your right upper arm to your tricep. Keep your breath steady here. Try to open your throat. The tendency is to drop the chin forward. Keep your throat open. So draw your ears back. Your head is just sitting right on top of your spine. Now take the same arm forward, just shoulder height, palm is up. Place your left hand into the heel of that hand so that you point the fingertips down. So we're getting a nice stretch through the forearm here. And then we'll just switch that. So rotate the palm down and place your hand in the back of your hand, your left hand in the back of the right hand to point the fingertips down this way, and we're getting a good stretch through the front of your forearm. And relax that arm down. We'll stretch the left arm up, bend your elbow, and with your other hand, give a little pull up and over to open the back of your left arm, the tricep. Re-enter your breath. If your mind has wandered, let your breath be the doorway into this moment right here, into your body. Coming back. One more breath in, please. And then with your exhale, take the same arm, shoulder height, palm is up. Use your right hand to press into the heel of your left hand so that your fingertips move towards the floor. Keep your left arm straight so we're getting a good stretch through the back of that forearm as well as a little bit in the bicep, the front of the upper arm. One more inhale, and as you exhale, release that hand, turn the palm face down, so your thumb is on the inside, and then place your right hand on the back of your left hand to make a good stretch through your forearm on the other side. Soften back into your breath. Relax the muscles in your face. One more inhale. Now as you exhale, release your hands down and let's find a little twist over the bent leg. Relax your shoulders down. A nice twist for the spine. Draw your left shoulder back a little, right shoulder back a little bit more. And then on your next inhale, come back to center. We'll go over the straight leg. A good twist here. Draw your left shoulder back now to engage the upper back, the thoracic spine a bit more. Reflex your left foot if it's gone a little sleepy. And on your next inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, simply hinge forward out of your low back just a bit more. See if you can deepen into that inner thigh stretch. Just breathe here. You can always take it to the forearms. Some of you may be able to lower all the way further down. Pay attention to what your body says yes to. On your next inhale, walk yourself back. And we're going to come into our bent leg stretch here. So on the knee, turn the shin bone and the foot of your right leg back, right straight behind you. Feel free to grab extra padding if you need it. Turn your left toes either forward or on your heel, toes and knee pointing straight out. Stretch your right arm up, inhale. With your exhale, hinge over, get a nice side stretch here. Use your left hand to help guide your left shoulder under a bit. Reach your arm a little stronger beside your ear. Breathe into your right side body. Soften your gaze. One more breath in and out. And on your next inhale, slowly come back up. Take your hand either onto a block, onto books, or onto the floor if you can go all the way down. Stretch your left arm up and over. Just getting a little stretch all the way down the left side of your body now. Now the tendency is to kind of cave into your right shoulder. So see if you can relax the right shoulder down away from your ear, letting your upper back help to stabilize that. Draw your left shoulder back. So we're drawing the shoulder blades towards the spine just a little bit. Lift through your sternum just a hair more. One more inhale. And exhale. On your next breath in, guide yourself right back up. Take your time if you want to take your hands down to kind of draw the heel in again and lower yourself back down. Let's bring the soles of your feet together. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Great, so inhale, come back up, find a comfortable seat, and let's just take the hands and clasp them together. Press the fingers forward, the palms forward, and round through your back. So just a real traditional upper back stretch here. Separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, bring your hands to your chest. As you exhale, press over to your right side. So we're getting a little more stretch through the left shoulder blade here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch over to the other side. Do that a few more times. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, push through the center. Drop your chin a bit, round the back. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, move over to the right side. Get a little more stretch through the left. Inhale, center. Exhale over to your left side, a little more stretch through the right. Inhale back to center. And with your exhale, press through your hands. Back to center, and then just inhale, bring them straight up overhead. As you exhale, take the hands behind your head. Press your head into your hands and lift through your sternum. Take a few breaths. Just letting the weight of your head help to anchor your hands back, to help draw your elbows back, to open your chest and shoulders. One more breath in. And this time with your exhale, drop your head, your chin towards your chest. Point the elbows down and let the weight of your hands and your arms open the back of your neck. Keep your spine long. And then begin just a slight little movement, no, in either direction to help open the back of your neck and a little bit into the upper back. Now inhale, come back up with your, release your hands. Let's come to a standing position for our final 2 little stretches. I'd like to open the lower body just a bit more. So grab onto either a wall or onto a piece of furniture. You're going to step the right foot forward, step your left foot back, just to get a real simple stretch for your left calf. Now inhale, straighten your right leg. As you exhale, bend your right knee. So that will deepen the sensation into your left calf. Inhale, bend, straighten. Exhale, bend. Just do that one more time. Straighten, breathe in. Exhale, bend, and stay here for just a few breaths. Relax your shoulders. Stand on your right foot, so shift your weight forward and bend your left knee. Point the knee down. So if this is too much on your knee, you can always grab a strap and place it around your ankle or your foot, and that can decrease the angle in the knee. Still getting a great stretch for the front of the thigh. One more inhale, please. And as you exhale, release your foot. And we just got one more side. So step your left foot forward, press your right heel down. Get a good stretch by bending into the left knee. Breathe in, straighten the left leg. As you exhale, bend into that knee. Do that again. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Just one more time, please. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend into your left knee. Pause here just for a few breaths. Gently press your right thigh back, right heel down. And then step forward to stand on your left leg. Bend your right knee. Either reach for your ankle or your foot, or wrap the strap around your ankle. Just a good stretch through the front of your thigh. Just take a few breaths here. And release your foot. Take your feet out wide. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring your hands down the center line to your heart. And I'd like to invite you to bring to mind 3 things that you are grateful for.